Yes. Welcome to Elkhorn Mountains. Beautiful offering today, and it's very involved. So I'm going to walk you through it. We are selling all these claims together, and then we're dividing them too if you don't want all of the claims. We're now sitting with Ray Buney.
Hello.
And Ray has a huge history up here. His stepfather wrote a book on the Elkhorns. We are talking mining claims right here. There are 6 separate that will go together. So you're buying 6 mining claims, all the acreage that goes with them, some with old foundations, just assorted, some with maybe springs, just a true mining claims, some with buildings. Charlie will show you with drone and photography what these 6 look like. If we look at the map, you can see these are the 6 that are going together. So what do you know about these 6 claims up here? What can you tell us? You said the railroad built some buildings. What do we have going on with these 6 only?
These 6, nothing going on with them now.
Okay.
They were under lease in the 60s to another mining company.
Okay.
But they pulled out, and then it's been back to the Elkhorn company ever since then.
Okay. And some of these have buildings on them. Some have houses.
Some have little houses. Some had foundations.
You said you grew up in one of the houses and it burnt down. It's got just a charming stone foundation. Yeah, right in town.
5-bedroom, 2-story, big house.
And burnt down in the
2000.
2000. So that's one of the. There's a foundation there. So that's in town. Charlie will show you that. So that's in town, and then you go up the hill, just south of town, and that's where a lot of these claims start. And you'll see you get everything you want. You can use it for mining. You look at the price of silver and gold right now. You can mostly silver and
low-grade silver or some lead.
And some lead. Recreationally, just paradise. Everything you want. You've got trees. You've got animals. What are we going to see for wildlife?
Deer, elk, bear, cats. It's a prime elk country for big elk hunters. It's a
that's the magic word.
Bighorn elk.
Okay, bighorn elk.
5 points bigger.
Okay, wow. So there you go, guys.
And they only give out like 250 tags a year for the Elkhorn Mountains.
Okay, so buy it just for that, and then just have all this history just seeped in history. And we'll go down back into town where part of these 6 are part of them are right in
the town.
So you can build a house down there and then have all this up here that is just prime recreation Montana.
There's trails everywhere. You can go there's a lake up on the mountain. There's 2 other lakes on the other side of the mountain.
Forest Service, lots of Forest Service that you can access.
Yep.
So that's
none of it's
nice.
bordered off. It's just,
And this is you're right outside of Boulder. You're about a half an hour from Boulder, Montana, just to get a perspective. And it's partly dirt road.
About 20 miles.
Yep, so it's easy access. You say year-round access.
Yeah.
With some of these roads. So
they keep it plowed up to the mine property, and most of the time they plow right around to the bend up here.
Great, okay.
Because people do a lot of skiing, cross-country skiing in the wintertime up here.
Okay, so there's another recreation to attract you.
Big on snow machines, big on 4-wheelers.
Yeah, I saw some snowmobiles down there. So you don't own this road?
I don't think so.
Okay, but it's nice to have. And you own on this one. Charlie will show you with drone. We'll get a better idea as this goes live. But just you can see there's some grade, but there's enough trails and enough flat that it really has really strong appeal for hunter, recreationalist. Just beautiful property.
When you get around the bend, it goes into some nice flat land.
Okay, well we'll show that for sure here in photography and in drone. But I saw a lot of recreational, and this checks off all the boxes for what people want. So
that's good.
Yeah, no, it's beautiful. Thanks for joining us, Ray. Okay, so we're back just to give you some perspective. So where we started, as you go through town, you go to the top and you go to the right towards the cemetery. Now we went back out, and now we're above town, which part of that below is the foundation where Ray had a house that was burnt down. And then you can see all this, and describe this, Ray, here on the right, what that is.
It's all the mine tailings when they were working in the early
1800s?
Yeah.
So these are the tailings here.
These and them ones back there. The first one was the assay office. The second one was the pay house. That big pile of wood down there was a big, like a hotel that the miners stayed in. The one with the roof coming off, that was the ore house, where after the railroad, they started using trucks. And that's where they filled the trucks up at, was through that. That's the air shaft.
Air shaft. Somebody came in and put...
The state put fences around them. Henningsen put money into the property in the 60s to keep it active. And they ran pumps and lines and electricity down the mine. And they did a lot of surveying and core sampling underground. You can go down, yeah. It's probably caved in because it's been flooded since the late 60s, early 70s.
And up at the top of the hill, you own this well.
It belongs to the company. The city, I don't know if you want to call it city or not, but they made it for fire protection when they had that big forest fire up here.
So we have the 6 separate mining claims, not part of the placer, not the water, not the town lots. These 6 are going to be offered together. Of course, everything you can buy is one, but just to understand these 6, so you've got starting in town, then you take these good roads, frankly.
Yeah, they're not bad roads. They don't keep them up, but...
Oh, I sell a lot of wrecked property, and these are not, as you get deeper in they can be. But you can just see, Charlie shows just the views, even to have something up here on this.
And there's power on the land.
There's power, you never see that, so you're not off the grid. But yeah, to look back and see that, that's a nice site right there. So, lots of history, lots of land, lots of really different grades and values. From an electricity standpoint is wonderful on wrecked property, to where we started, where you've got hunting, so you've got the access. We drove by some really nice flat spots on the way up here, and so you've got lots of building spots. Depends on what you want. You want the views, you want privacy, you want to be near,
take your pick, huh?
Lynn Kenyon, Live in Montana Real Estate. Thank you for joining us in the Elkhorn Mountains, and this is the town of Elkhorn. This was the trading company, the Elkhorn Trading Company. Behind me is the original foundation. Isn't that cool? So the original foundation is here, and then we're going to walk kind of through town. So this offering is 3 lots in town that are contiguous where we are now, and then another one over here. And that's not a significant part of this offering, which is all these mining claims, to include some placer claims that are water. But just, I want you to understand the town. Really charming town. There's some nice cabins up here. Great recreational place. Not a lot of services. There is a fire station, but you can get in Boulder in 20 minutes. So if you want to stay the night or go out for dinner, you can go to Boulder. But this is if you just want an escape and just seeped in history, which I love. I'm a homesteading family from Montana. Got my first tetanus shot digging for bottles, and I can tell you, I just found some old glass. This has got it. This has got history galore. You will just love it. So this is just really charming, really a cool place. So just to understand the town, we're going to walk out of here
and then go towards like next door here. You've got old bricks. Over here I found some sun tint glass. I have an end. Oh, this is not even staged. Look at that. That's ironstone. That's so cool. I have Forge in Augusta, the antique shop, and I just love, the history of this it's all over. This is not, look at that. There's an old Bakelite buckle. So this is just so cool. This was the store, and it looks like there's all kinds of stuff that's still left here. And then as you go up, here's the barber shop. And then when you walk across, they've put some of these buildings on the historic registry.
Okay, so this showdeo is really in 3 segments. These are the placer ones separately, the placer mines, and these are the ones on the creek. We just drove down from the town along the road. They own property and parts of it on both sides of the road. And then the creek occasionally goes on both sides. So here we've got some runoff. Then you've got Elkhorn Creek, right? Elkhorn Creek here. So you've got creek all throughout it, sometimes more than once. So you've got water galore. You definitely want to talk to the county about where you can build, because you do have so much water on this. But tell us about this, Ray. Remember, Ray has been here his whole life, has history.
This is the old dynamite house when they had the mine going in the 1800s and that. They stored all their dynamite here and hauled it up on the way and to use underground because they didn't want the dynamite by the mill, I guess.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So he called this the powder house, right?
Yep,
Isn't
the
that?
powder house.
So it's stone. Look at this door on this thing. So this is just a bonus. Look at the old stones that they took to make it. We're really, really cool stone house. Again, throughout this whole offering, you've got trees, you've got water, you've got cool stones that you can gather. You've got location, you've got Forest Service, you have wildlife, and this piece of property right here is something else. It's really, and you said you fished it.
Yeah, we fish the creek every summer. We camp on the creek down below.
Okay, very cool. So here we go here. Listen, look at this. This is so cool. Gillian Hall. Built in 1880s. Bottom a store or a saloon. Dances upstairs. I don't think I'd be doing a lot of dancing upstairs in there now. It's maybe not the sturdiest, but so cool. And then fraternity hall, shows and dances and lodges. Of course, lots of lodges back then. And this is on the National Register of Historic Places. And it's even open. So, just for you to understand Elkhorn, its historical significance, and just the charm and what you can buy. And I'm just really excited about this listing. I'm so happy to be here. So glad you joined me, and look forward to showing it off. Thanks. Lynn Kenyon, Live in Montana Real Estate.